Hi, this is Natural for Us.
This is Man to Man A to Z. Good afternoon, good evening, rather.
Okay, and we're finished with the juice,
Yes.
but we have our juice still.
Yeah, it's a way of life for us anyway. But we are eating also now.
Yeah,
2 juices a day,
yeah,
and then back to 1 meal, or maybe a couple meals, depending. A light meal and a heavy meal.
yeah. My husband made some jamming hummus. Yeah, and we had that, like for a snack with tomato and romaine lettuce. Mwah.
Turned out pretty good. I have to say so myself.
Yeah,
So we've been trying a lot of things. Every time you go on a fast, you think of all kinds of ideas. You can't eat, so you can play with your mind.
yeah,
So then when you come off the fast, then you can start incorporating those things and trying some things. So that's what we've been doing the last couple of days, uh, trying some things. And we've been pretty successful. We've been coming
yeah.
up with some pretty good dishes.
Yeah, I made some crackers.
Yeah, they were good.
Yeah, and I made me some black-eyed peas.
Yeah. Now we knew about black eyed peas before, but
Yeah,
anyway,
but it was very, very
we
tasty.
did. So for those of you who are still fasting, we're not trying to make you hungry,
Oh
make
no.
you stop, because we know a lot of people are still doing it.
Yeah,
But we want to encourage you to continue on as long as you need to, and you know
right.
how long you need to go. If you're doing it for weight loss, then you can keep checking your weight and you can see where you're at. Uh, I told you why we stopped, because our weight dropped so low that we were beginning to have our bodies consume themselves, so to speak. When you get to that stage, that's called starvation. So we had to start eating. But we didn't want to, because we wanted to continue to like coach and assist people that are doing it. Because a lot of people, they need somebody to encourage them and help them along the way. If they see you doing it, then it's easier for them to do it. So, but you're on your own now, except
Yeah,
for you have our prayers and our support and our encouragement to continue to do it. Uh, and then if you stop, it's okay. You can always start back maybe
yeah,
the next week or month, you know. But until it becomes easier for you, and each time try to go an extra day.
yeah.
Eventually, you'll be able to build up, to do a little bit longer.
And you'll be able to get to the weight that you desire.
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever that means.
Yeah, because I was what let me say, 134.
Yeah,
Then
probably 34.
yeah, and then I went to 123.
So she lost 11 pounds,
Yeah,
and I lost 11 pounds. As a matter of fact, we both lost 11 pounds in 13 days.
yeah,
So that's quite a bit of weight. You
yeah.
know, if we'd have went to full 30, then we would have
I'll probably
lost
be in the
somewhere
90s.
around 25 pounds or more, and that would have been much too much. So, the Holy Spirit ministered to me to stop. And
Yeah.
so that's what we did. We stopped, and it was successful. And I don't know when we'll do it again, because we got, at least I do. She's right about her weight, really. I think
Yeah.
when we got married, I think, which 43 years ago, I think she was 128. So she's actually about 5 pounds less than she was 43 years ago. So she can
I'm
deal with
good.
it. But me, I got to put on about at least, let's see, I can need to put on 20 to 30 pounds. So I got quite a bit of weight to put on. But I'll be able to put it on.
Yeah.
I'll be able to put it on.
Yeah, we're thinking of all kind of dishes and
Yeah.
stuff and adding stuff. You know, we learned what was that? Let me see. Um, Flaxseed, I think, and chia seed, and it was another seed that is really.
Fat.
Oh yeah, and what is that? Oh, hemp seed. Yeah, yeah. Those are really good to put your bulk back
Yeah.
on naturally without meat and pus.
Yeah. Without the poisons. And I heard from some of my Samoan and Hawaiian friends that taro root was good too. So I purchased some of that, and we tried some dishes with the taro root. It's very good. It tastes like a potato, for those of you who don't know. It's like a slightly nutty potato. Same consistency and everything. So I'm gonna find out if it's fattening or not. I've been, working on it, and we're gonna buy some more and help put the weight back on naturally. Because unnaturally, there's plenty of ways to put it on. You know, all the fried foods, fried chicken, fried
Yeah.
everything. We put it on. Ice cream, a lot of bread.
No,
But
no.
we're not gonna go there. So we
Yeah.
have to try to figure out a way to do it naturally. So.
Yeah, you want to go all the time the way God created the food. Okay, you want to go back to the land and the
Back to the
good
Garden of
place.
Eden, what
Yes,
he said
you
in
want
the
to go
Garden
back
of Eden.
to yeah. So anyway, to this young lady that asked me, uh, what, how, what juices would I start off with, and 'cause she wanted to know. So if if I were you and I just started juicing, I would go with like banana, um, pineapple. Uh, you said papaya, but I'm saying what I would do.
Oh,
Okay, banana, pineapple, and mango. Okay, and then I would put in my spinach and my kale. Okay, and that should give you enough sweet and enough, um, the
alkaline.
green, the alkaline to balance it, and then it will taste good because you're not, you want to, how would I put it, make it where you would want to drink it every day, and because this is going to be a lifestyle change, so you have to start off with something, that tastes good. And then after you build yourself up to the point where you can do that, with no problem, then you go to your carrot, your celery, your cucumber, and then mix it with, a lemon, and put some ginger in there with your kale and your spinach and your cilantro, all of those greens, then that's when you're getting, like I said, hardcore. Okay?
And the weight will start dropping.
And then the weight will stop dropping off. But first, like, start off, like I said, with, because that's going to taste good to you. You're going to be like her, but you're going to be drinking the green tea, and it's going to be in there too. So, and then you can go to your greens and stuff like that. But first start off with your sweet tasting. So you can get, you'll get both of them. And then you'll go. And that's what I would do. Okay? Okay.
Okay. I'll talk for a few minutes about chapter 5 in the book. I don't know if you can see this. I still haven't got my book. And well, anyway, I won't go into why I don't have the book at the moment. My copy, anyway. And I got in another box of books, and I think most of those have already been, people on a waiting list for it, so I'm going to have to order another box of books. But anyway, this chapter 5 in the book is called Today's Healthcare Dilemma. And for those of you outside of the United States, here in the United States, we do have a healthcare dilemma in this country. You may not have it in your country, we do have it here. The cost of healthcare is unbelievable. And in the book, I mentioned that as of the end of last year, it's costing a family of 4 around $20,000 a year for health insurance, complete coverage. Now, most of that is paid by their employer, okay, and then they have a copay. But that's a lot of money, $20,000 a year for a family of 4. That's on the average. So that's giving you an idea. But yet and still, with that kind of cost, health care and health situations in this country is worse than it's ever been, really. You know, there's more and more people that have diseases and sicknesses. You know, with all the advancement in medicine, all the research and all that, people are still getting sick and sicker. So it's a waste of money, but that's the situation. A lot of small businesses have had to go out of business because they can't afford health care insurance for their employees. You know. So it's really bad, and it's going to get worse. So you're going to have to take care of your own health, which is what we've been advocating all along. Grow your own foods. Be more proactive in the choices you make. Uh, try to find out more about your own body and what's happening in your body. And also in this chapter, I mentioned some of the drug costs because prescription drugs are on the uprise in this country. There's so many people on prescription drugs. Some people are taking 15 to 20 different drugs a day. So I did some research on that, and I have some figures that I wanted to point out to you about that. And I won't go over all of them. I'll just go over several drugs. But a lot of you are familiar with the drug Xanax. Okay. Now this is to show you how much the drug costs to manufacture versus how much you pay for your prescription. Okay. And you'll see the amount of markup. And when you see the amount of profits that's made on these drugs, then you'll understand why they're going to keep pumping drugs into you if you're willing to keep taking them. So if you say, I'm not going to take any more, then that squashes it. But as long as you keep taking them, that's what's going to happen. Okay, for instance, Xanax. I'm not talking about generic, but the actual Xanax. 100 Xanax tablets, 1 milligram, cost $136.79 for a bottle of 100. That comes out to $1.36 per tablet. Okay? Now that may not sound bad, okay, but listen to how much it costs for them to make that tablet. They can make that tablet at a cost of 5 for a penny. Okay? So for every penny they can manufacture 5 of those tablets. And each one of them is costing you $1.36, $1.37 when you round it up. So you see what kind of a markup that is. Tremendous markup. There are several drugs on the market that the costs are outrageous, but they're for special diseases, very rare diseases, and there's going to be more and more rare diseases because people are doing things that they never did before. They're combining things they never combined before, plus the genetic and the products are coming on the market. So no telling what that's going to do, how sick you're going to get from that. But there's a drug called Solaris. It's for a specialized disease. Not too many people have it. This particular drug costs, on the average, $1,122 per day for the person to take this drug. $1,122 per day. The cost per year, $409,000, almost $500,000 for the treatment, this particular drug treatment, for this particular rare illness. Now this cost is going to be paid by the insurance company mostly because, who can pay $1,000 a day? But that's why the insurance rates are so high, because they're having to pay these kind of payments for their clients. Another one's called Elaprase. I think that's how you put it. Elaprase. I guess it's Elaprase. And it costs $375,000 per year, or $1,027 per day. Again, for another rare disease. So these are the kind of drug costs that some people are having to incur. And as a result of this is why the healthcare system is so messed up in this country. So get off the drugs, get on the natural foods, and the vitamins, the minerals, and they're in your fruits and your vegetables. Do some research, find out more about your own body, find out what you can do as an alternative, eat better choices, and you can avoid the costs that I talked about in here, okay, because it's going to get worse than that. This is where it's at right now. So enough of that. So that's chapter number 5, and I'll go over chapter 6 maybe later on in the week, or maybe next week we'll talk about that. So that's all I have. I want everybody to be blessed. Have a blessed 3-day weekend, I guess it is.
Okay.
See you later.
So may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you and give you peace today. Be blessed, you too.
And go to church tomorrow.
Okay. Bye.